Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Eastern Echo Podcast Summer Edition. I'm your host, Jay Manea, for today, and with me is a student alumni, now an alumni, just graduated, Rashmi Rai. Hello, Rashmi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing good, Rashmi. How are you doing?
I'm doing good too. Thank you for asking.
Good. So you just graduated.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it took you probably 4 years.
Yeah, right about 4 years.
4 years, okay. And what was the college experience like? Did you enjoy it? Did you hate it?
Well, I enjoyed it for the last half of it because the first half was just COVID and I did not enjoy that part. I was really sad that I couldn't come to campus to do classes because I was really excited about that. So as soon as I got here, my second semester, everything was shut down and we had to go back and just stay in and do the online things. So it's not fun.
Yeah, no. I was here for the first year or two of COVID too, and it was pretty tough just not being on campus and everything. But I did enjoy coming to campus and getting to meet everyone.
Right.
So you came to Eastern for a major in fashion. More specifically, if you want to get into those details.
My major was called Fashion Marketing Innovation. So it was a little more about business side of fashion, but we also learned a little bit of designing and all of that.
Okay, and no minor?
No minor.
No minor, okay. And so what kind of drew you into fashion just as a, future career goal?
So I really want to stick to fashion and it really is my passion. So I want to stick with fashion, but I'm also very interested in marketing since marketing is also growing so much and I've enjoyed that. These two, fashion and marketing, they go really well together and this is somewhere I can flourish, I think. So my career plan is to just look into companies that I can work for that's fashion related. If not, I'm happy working for any company that involves marketing.
Okay. And how is that search going for jobs?
It's going all right. It could be better. Yeah, I'm working on it.
Tough industry?
Yes, very much.
Okay.
Especially being in Michigan.
Yeah, Michigan, not the place for it.
Right.
So you live here then, in Michigan?
I'm originally from Nepal.
Nepal?
Yeah,
Okay.
I got here about 4 years ago to start college, obviously. And I don't know where I'm going to go next, but I've been here for 4 years in Michigan.
Okay, 4 years in Michigan. From Nepal.
Yes.
What was that process like of coming over from a pretty, faraway place, I'd say?
Yeah, it's really far, and it was more than 24 hours of traveling when I first got here. There were a few cultural shocks, but overall I was pretty confident because even when I was back home, I would always be on the internet, and following all these YouTubers and people who are from here. They're also the ones who helped me, flourish my English, I guess.
Oh, so here as in America or here as in Michigan?
I mean America.
America, okay.
America,
So how did you even, come across Eastern Michigan?
That's a really good question. I get asked that a lot. So I was on an intensive college hunt, basically. I was not sure if I was going to study back home or if I was going to come here. And I knew a senior from my high school who goes here. Who used to go here. He also graduated just now. So I talked to him, and in the last grade, I was like, I don't know what to do. So I just talked to him, and I asked him, how's the college that you go to? And he's like, yeah, it's pretty good. You should totally apply. I didn't have a lot of window to apply, so I just applied and got in. And,
wow,
yeah.
That's honestly crazy. It always does amaze me, people from these faraway places that just come to Eastern Michigan, because Eastern Michigan is not a big school,
right,
for one, and it's right next to the University of Michigan in Ann Arbor. So it's I don't know. I figure it would be under a shadow, but apparently people come from far and wide to check it out. So there was no colleges back at home that would be suitable to your goals.
Yeah, there are I always felt like I had a lot more potential than what Nepal could give me, like, you know.
Yeah.
And there were colleges that like do fashion, and they do fashion well, I would say, like they're growing and everything, but it's still not enough. It was still not enough for me. I thought I had a lot more room to grow than what they were like ready to provide me for. Plus, Nepal is a small country, and I mean, it's doing great now. Like it's growing and like doing really good with our generation. But at the same time, I just wanted to explore something that's like completely new and like start
Yeah.
a new adventure.
Yeah. But what was it like growing up in Nepal?
I went to a really small school. It was very like people were really narrow-minded. I always wanted to get into fashion, and I would like do these like crazy outfits, whatever. They would not approve.
Oh,
me.
really?
Yeah.
It's very, because you're probably more of an expressive designer.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I was always like, I'm also very outspoken, and people usually do not like that when they're from like a narrow-minded community. So it was nice. I had like good friends. My family they were always supportive. I love my family. My mom and dad, they were always supportive. But I was not the biggest fan of the school that I went to for like
Yeah.
the first half of my life. And
Well,
then
how much different is that school system or education or experience from the American experience?
yeah, it's like very different because they focus a lot on like academics, and you're like always like busy with school. So if I was to go like do college back home, I would not be able to like work outside a lot because you have to focus on like your school like so much.
Yeah,
and
it's
you have to
very
put
rigorous.
yeah,
Oh.
so much time. Yeah, I mean I did change school in like for my high school, like I went to a different school, whatever. But my 10th grade, we have this like really big exam. It's like nationwide, whatever. I would have to be school from 7 in the morning till 7 in the evening.
Goodness.
So, yeah. And then
Wow.
we had homeworks on top of that.
That's great. And it's 5 days a week or
6 days a week.
6 days a week?
Yes.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, we only get one day off.
Jeez. Man, that sounds very tough. Was it something you could adjust to, or even like when you were doing it, you're like, this is too much?
At that time, I was just like, because it was just that 1 year we had to do that, and they will put you in the system, like your mind is like literally like in there, like you're like, I thought it was too much, but then all my classmates were doing it, so I was like, why am I questioning it? You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe I'm the one like who's like lazy. Like literally used to think that.
Wow. No, you're not lazy at all. You're probably at the top 1% of American students. Certainly, I don't know, that sounds tough for me, doing 12 hours for 6 days a week.
I mean, we had I think like about like 20 to 30 students from my class, and there were two toppers, and I was one of them.
Oh, you were what?
I topped the class.
Oh, you
Yeah,
topped the
year,
class.
yeah.
Oh, so you were like here we'd say like valedictorian. You were
Yeah,
like.
for my 10th grade, but then my 11th and 12th, I didn't do great.
Oh, you didn't? Why? Why is that?
Because I changed school, and like for 11th and 12th, like we consider it as college too, and we had a little bit more flexibility, and like I had new friends, and I was in a new place, and I was like, I did a lot of that. I'm gonna enjoy it, and I was not being serious, which I sometimes kind of regret, but no, it was worth it.
It was worth it just to
Yeah.
have some fun, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. That's good. So, you go from Nepal to Eastern Michigan. Had you been outside the country before that?
No, not really.
Wow. So
Yeah.
this is just like totally, completely new.
First time for me, like first time ever flying internationally by myself, and yeah.
So you went by yourself? Wow. But did you have interest in going outside before like college, or were you like, I'm fine staying in Nepal?
No, I always wanted to get out. Yeah.
And was America your top destination, or where would you?
Yes, America was definitely my top destination. My second, third would be like somewhere in like Europe.
Europe, yeah. But probably, probably want to go to LA maybe, or
Oh, yeah.
probably someplace
And New York.
Yeah, someplace a little bit more, where you could pursue fashion probably a lot better. But you come to Michigan to go to Eastern. So how did you get that living arrangement set up?
So we were like, Office of International Student, like they do a really good job like connecting you with like people and like setting everything for you. I had a contract with with campus to live on like one of the housing
Mm.
like places. So I lived on campus, but then I didn't like it at all.
Yeah.
So I talked to my few. At that time, we were only four Nepali people, I
Mm.
believe. So I talked to like two of them, and they said, "Oh, well, we have like another like Nepali person. She's looking for a roommate, so you guys can be roommate together." And she was living outside, and she had like been here for a while. So I just we found a place together, and then we moved in.
Wow. So the Nepali community,
Community,
yeah,
yeah.
just kind of stood up for you there.
Right.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So were you able to get a scholarship even for coming, or?
No, unfortunately not.
Oh, that sucks. And I know, like, being an international student, it costs a lot more.
A lot, yeah. And also, I like applied during my like time here at Eastern. I would apply for like scholarship that was available to my department because usually like that's where you apply to, right? But then our department did not have a whole lot, to be honest.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think there's a single our department that has a lot for scholarship. Like for my major, at least either.
What's your major?
It's basically filmmaking.
yeah.
Yeah, but not much money there.
Right.
Right. So I mean, they didn't help you much out with the financial situation. So you didn't apply to any other school other than Eastern?
I did apply to a university in Illinois, and then I was applying through an agency, so there were a bunch, like they had a list for me, but I stopped working with them last minute because they're very sketchy.
Sketchy. Okay.
So that's why like I had to contact like my senior and be like, hey, how's your school?
Yeah. What was the school in Illinois that you applied to?
I think it was called the University of Illinois.
Oh, so Illinois University.
Yeah.
Oh,
or something
wow.
like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it was expensive, and I was like,
Yeah, I know. Eastern, that's the one thing we have
Yeah,
is cheapness.
right, definitely.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a compliment or not, but, definitely helps students get a degree. So you come to America, and you said it was a cultural shock, or no?
A few of them, but overall, I had an idea, but still, they were like cultural shocks.
Yeah. So English isn't your first language, probably.
No.
So was it difficult to, like, switch languages even?
At like in the beginning, maybe yeah.
So in the beginning, as in, like, the first year you came here? Or?
Like first month or so.
First month. I mean, it sounds like you learned it pretty fast because,
Yeah.
You speak pretty good English right now, definitely.
And we also like they do teach us English back home, like, but at the same time, they teach us English, but like speaking is different.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, like definitely. I tried to like learn Spanish, and it's what they teach you in school is nothing like how it actually is when you're talking. Right. So you were able to assimilate pretty quick,
Right.
I'd say. Okay, and you come to Eastern. It's COVID the first year.
Yeah.
Was it already COVID or it became COVID?
It became COVID after I got here.
Okay, that's sad. Yeah. So you got here. What was that first few months or a year like under the whole pandemic situation?
Oh, like just the first month, even like when there was no pandemic, it was hard for me to adjust, and I was like really, really like homesick. I was so sad, and
Yeah.
then I had this really weird schedule. I didn't know how to adjust. Like I didn't, because I was like taking care of myself like by myself for the first time in my life. Like it was so difficult. Like having a set schedule, like following that schedule, take care of me, like go eat, like go do my laundry.
Yeah.
I didn't even know how to do my laundry.
Yeah. So
like-
did you feel prepared for adult life yet, or were you kind of?
No.
Oh, God.
Although my mom and dad, like, they would always tell me, like, you gotta start doing your own, like, stuff. Like, you're gonna go away and you're gonna have a hard time. And I was like, no, I'll learn when I need to learn. No, they were like,
Yeah, I mean that sounds like such a. I don't know. It sounds like a lot.
yeah, it
Yeah.
was a lot. And then COVID happened, and then I was like, oh no, like, what do I do? Because, like, now it's like isolating.
Yeah.
And I didn't have a lot of friends. And I was having a really hard time making friends. And COVID didn't help at all. And it was,
So why couldn't you? Just because like you weren't around a lot of people, or?
yeah, that's the thing. Like, I was not around a lot of people. I had a few friends from from the dorm that I was living in, but then there were like my roommates they were having issues because I was living at the village and we were like seven girls living in one apartment. It's a lot.
Yeah, yeah,
So
definitely.
there was a lot going on.
A lot of drama, I guess. Or,
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, so that probably made it very difficult to like.
Yeah, it was not fun.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted to move out of campus like right away. I was like, is this what I'm dealing with for the next 4 years?
Yeah.
of my life?
Do you still talk with those people or?
I do, because mostly it was not the drama was not with me, but it was between my roommate and like the other person that was living like across from like our room. So
Yeah. Got you. So you were just having trouble trying to find your group of people, I guess.
yeah,
So when did that begin to change? When did you start? I'm assuming you were able to eventually find some people that you could connect to.
right. So I was like desperately like trying to talk to people and like be friends with, but like when you're trying, it doesn't come naturally. Like it's not gonna happen. Like you try to be nice and like you try to be friends, but if it's not natural, it's not natural. I knew like some people who were really nice, but then we could not be like close or like friends. Like,
Yeah.
we're just nice.
I get that. Yeah, it's more like an acquaintance, like
yeah,
someone.
right, exactly.
Yeah.
But fall 2020, yeah, I met this guy named Safe.
Safe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Safe. He's another fashionista too.
Gotcha.
Like, he's pretty famous on campus. Everybody knows him. And then we like hit it up right from the bat. Like we were like, oh my god, like we're just like we're so similar, and it was
Oh, okay.
so simple. And then I met like one of my other friends, like because I moved to Peninsula Place, and I was made roommates with this one girl. I was like, she's from Thailand. Okay, what's her name? She's like, Natai. Okay, and we became friends like really fast. And after that, like it just kept growing.
Yeah.
And
So you kind of connected to the international community on campus
Yeah.
more?
yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
Okay.
And even like I have friends that are born in like they grew up here, but they are like the children of like immigrants. So
Yeah.
I think I connected to those kind of people
Yeah.
more.
So you found like some sort of allegiance, I guess, with people that were outsiders too,
Yeah.
because you felt like an outsider at
Yeah,
the time.
right, exactly. It's more like things are more relatable.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, I got you. And so you became a part of the International Student Association on campus at some point. Was this like immediately, as soon as you got to campus, you reached out to the International Student Association, or like you became connected later on?
In the beginning, when I got here, there were already like members and everything going on, so I did not like become a member right away. But after COVID, I think during COVID, I don't think they were like very active either. But when like classes started beginning to happen like in person and all of that, they reached out to me and they were like, "Hey, we're looking for a member," and then I became one of their members there. And then this last 2 semesters, I was not working for them directly, or like I was not a part of it of the board,
Yeah.
basically.
Oh, so you were a part of the board.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And what were your responsibilities? What did what did you do?
I was like the marketing person.
Marketing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I would help them make flyers sometimes.
Yeah. And what was that like? Was that kind of a stressful thing? Was that fun? Was it?
It was fun because the people that were on board, like they were nice. And I had joined CISA, which is like Southeast Asian Community, like the club.
Oh, so we have another club.
Yeah, it's called
okay.
CISA, yeah. I joined them. They asked me to join them too, and then I was there for a little bit, like the same time around when I was working for, I was a member of ISA. So yeah, it was fun. People were nice. They were like, yeah, everybody was nice. At the time I joined ISA, Naj, she all just graduated. She's one of the international students. She was the president, and she is so nice. She's the nicest person ever.
Oh, so this person was the president of the ISA.
Yeah, at the
Okay.
time.
And what's her full name?
Naj, I don't know her last name. It's
Oh.
I don't want to mess it up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's fine. Naj. Well, that's definitely very cool. And what were some of the responsibilities that you did, like, just in a little more detail?
Yeah, so we used to have like meetings, and we would talk about like how to like promote like or like how to come up with like ideas, because it was still COVID and we were trying to like get like people to know about us. So we would plan events and like, do the online events. And,
Like, what's an example of an event that you did
like for example, like around the world.
around the world?
Yeah.
And
but-
that's like just like parading kind of? Or?
So around the world is one of the events where what we do is like we make like the boards. What's it called?
Like, it's escaping me. But we'll just call
like
it
the
board.
boards.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll just
and
call it
then
board.
the students like from different countries, they'll like put stuff on the board like that represents them.
Yeah.
And then we'll,
Okay.
like have it all out for presentation at the student center.
Yeah, I think I might have actually gone once.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very interesting, and you obviously represented Nepal.
Yeah.
That's very cool. So, did you feel emboldened by the ISA? Did you feel like more at home, I guess?
Yeah, the events that they do and like the people that are there, like definitely makes it feel like, oh, we're all in this together, and like this is like our little community. So definitely they made me feel like more at home.
Yeah, awesome. And so, what was the reason you kind of stepped away from being a part of the International Student Association?
I just wanted to. I was also working for another organization on campus called Vision Runway. It was a
Vision Runway.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was a vice president there, so I just had to focus more on there. And we had like 2 fashion shows. So one of them was an online fashion show where we did like Facebook Live, Instagram Live, and because it was COVID. The second one we had it in person, and we had a lot of like creative people from Ypsilanti, like Detroit, like come in, and we had their designs, and I modeled for them too because.
Oh, you modeled?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I was like, oh, why not? My president was like, do you want to walk? Yeah, I was like, yes.
Yeah. Is that something you always wanted to do, like in the back of your mind, like modeling?
I think so. I like being in front of camera.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Yeah, I like taking pictures a lot.
Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. Okay.
Yeah, that's why like after I got here, I also did a show. Like there was this show going on by Style EMU. I saw it on Instagram. One of my friends or one of the people that I knew, like she just forwarded it to me, and she was like, "You look like you're into fashion. Do you want to like do this show?" It was my freshman year. And I was like, yeah, I would totally go and audition. So I did the audition, and they were like, okay, we're doing this show. Like, you're going to have to walk. So I walked for them. And then,
what was that like? Was it kind of...
It was fun. They were so supportive. They were so nice. It was so fun. It was one of my best memories. From
Yeah. Maybe you'll keep pursuing it in the future, modeling?
Yeah, I think so. And from there, like, I got to know a few, like, photographers, and I've worked with them. So it's been nice.
Yeah. So how is the fashion community on Eastern? Is it like something noteworthy? Do you think it should be improving, like growing?
Yeah, definitely. We should, like, our program, just the fashion program that we have here, it's nice, but we still, I think, need, like, more...
Participation?
Yeah, more participation. And then, like, we have, like, great people, like, in the department, like Julie and Holly, but I think, like, we need more people... Like, I mean, at least, like, the university should, like, pay more attention to us and, like, give maybe more funding so we can do more stuff.
Yeah.
And, like, hire more people from, like, the industry, because it's a lot for Julie and Holly right now, I believe. Yeah, because they're, like, literally handling the whole department by themselves.
Those 2 names just doing everything.
Yes,
wow.
Literally. So, and then also, like, people don't know we even have, like, fashion program here, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, nobody knows. So we can definitely do better.
Yeah, I had no idea until you just told me. Yeah.
There are some few people who dress up really nice, and they should totally. I'm pretty sure they don't even know like there is a fashion program here.
Yeah, we got a couple models walking around campus that I'm sure would be interested.
Exactly.
Yeah. So you were able to, as I understand it, you were able to take your fashion expertise and apply it to the ISA and events that happen there. Specifically, I'm referring to the Colors in Harmony event.
Right.
Would you like to explain like how you participated or helped out with that?
Right. So when FA sent out the emails regarding the Colors in Harmony like happening, I had heard about like because of the COVID, like I was not able to participate, but like I had heard about from like my international friends that there always used to be a fashion show in Colors in Harmony, but it would just like people just literally like just walk and like do nothing, and it was not like super fun or like fashionable. So when Fast sent out that email to me, I was like, I think I can like contribute to this and like make this something a little bit better, and like for even for people walking, make it like more enjoyable for them. So the next day I saw Fa and I was like, hey, like I know we're doing a fashion show in the event. So would you like my help? And she's like, yeah, that would be great, because like she was like really tired of like handling everything. I was like, okay, I'll take care of the fashion part. So I, yeah, choreographed the show, and I picked out the music for people to walk. And yeah, it was really fun. And I decided that when we're doing that, why not talk about like sustainability, like fashion, like cultural sustainability in fashion. So at the end of the show, I did like a little speech on.
Oh, okay. You did a speech.
Yeah.
Was it very powerful?
I think it was powerful. Yes, this is something we definitely need to talk more often about. So I talked about like how big designers like they copy from like little communities like that are not like super big, like small communities like that the world doesn't know about, and then literally copy their designs and sell it for like profit.
Oh, yeah. So like appropriation, pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
Yeah. And that's a big issue that you have.
Yeah, that's like because I even talked with Jordan like during the show that I saw this one. I was on Instagram one day, and I saw this woven basket thingy, and I don't know if it's like Crater Barrel or like one of these like
Cracker
places.
Barrel or
No.
or Crater Barrel? Oh, is it? Okay,
Yeah, or
sorry.
Pottery Barn. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm
one of
talking
these
about.
places. Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're good. And it's like I was like, oh my gosh, like they're not selling that, and they said it's like a decorative thing, and I'm like, that's literally like what we use back home to filter our rice and like grains.
Oh.
And I was like, no way, they're like promoting it as something that you
Yeah,
can
it's
like
a little
hang up in
weird.
your house, like yeah, and like make. And they were selling it for like so expensive. I got so mad, and then I started looking more into these like issues, and it's like happening a lot than we know.
Yeah, taking people's like culture or like historical things and kind of making it their own, you know.
Exactly. And you know what's the worst part is? The worst part is that like a lot of like things that can be like patent and copyrighted, right? But these things do not fall under those
Yeah.
circumstances. Like the law does not like protect them. So.
Yeah, because it's a little bit like I don't know. It's like art in a sense, like
Yeah, but not like strictly
Yeah.
like legally art. I
yeah.
guess.
Basically, it's like it's a little loose, so
Yeah,
you can't
right.
really maintain control over it, you know.
Exactly, unless we consumers like literally like call them out and be like, "Hey, you're doing this wrong. You're appropriating somebody's culture."
Yeah, I know. So that's something you want to take a stand on.
Yeah,
for the
yeah,
future.
and even like now and forever.
Got you. You know, that makes me want to ask then, being from Nepal, has that like affected your fashion like instincts in any way? Like do you use stuff from your past to like, you know, put into your designs?
Sometimes when I'm dressing up, yes. Like when I'm styling myself, I definitely like to incorporate like some of the stuff from back home. So I try to do that, but I want to do that more often.
Yeah.
And I want to make it like a statement, like when like putting my like clothes and like outfits together, like have a little bit of like Nepal in there, because that's where
Yeah.
I'm from, and like
Yeah.
that's my originality.
I mean, why not, you know, celebrate where you're from, you know, and just
Exactly.
what makes you, you know?
Exactly. And promote that to the world.
Yeah, for sure. And, you know, Nepal is a country that I'm sure a lot of people aren't familiar with.
Oh yes, like a lot of people literally have asked me like where is that from, because it's such a small country, and like we're really small, and we're like between two giants, India and China.
Yeah.
So
Right in that mountain range, Himalayas.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Exactly. So it's really hard for people to even know where we're from, where the country is from, like where the country is at. So yeah, definitely want to like promote our culture more.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely. You know, just to bring it back to the fact that you're graduating now, looking for new avenues to explore. What do you think about your future? Do you think like that you've got a lot ahead of you? Are you a little worried or?
At the moment, right now, if I'm being honest, I am a little worried. I have a lot to do. Like I have to find a job. Because I want to stay here. I want to.
So do you want to stay in America or you want to stay in Michigan?
I want to stay in America. I don't mind like moving around America, like anywhere.
Yeah,
But
because like you mentioned, I'm not sure if you mentioned in the podcast or beforehand that Michigan doesn't have a lot of opportunities for fashion.
you're right, exactly. And I've always dreamt of like being somewhere in New York or LA, like some
Yeah.
of those places.
Yeah. Now I've been to New York and I've been to LA. It's very hectic.
Yeah.
I'd say very big and expensive.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
I've heard. But that's a goal of yours to eventually move out there.
Yeah. Eventually, when I can afford it, definitely. But like up until then, I'm ready to move around because like I want to explore things and I want to explore different places.
So what's on the bucket list then?
Oh. On my bucket list, my first off right now is to like go find a job like that could like help me get into the next step.
Okay.
And then
Would that be like an internship or
like I'm trying to find a full-time job.
full-time? Okay.
Yeah, since I graduated. And then since I'm an international student, I need like the visa sponsorships. That's what I'm looking for, to be honest. And then just start my own business sometime soon in the future.
Start your own business.
Yeah, like maybe I don't know if it's gonna happen here or back home, but like, because my friends are interested in me like helping them out to do something like fashion related.
Oh, your friends back home in
Yeah.
Nepal.
So yeah, they want my ideas,
Yeah, for sure. Because they're interested too in the
Right.
industry. Do you tell them to come over? You tell them.
Oh yeah, all the time because I miss them.
Yeah. Speaking of which, were you ever able to go back home to?
No, I didn't have a chance to. I wanted to go, but then there was COVID, and then my mom wanted to come for my graduation. She could not, but I think she's still
Aw.
like, if she gets the visa, she's still wanting to come, like even if it's after graduation.
So none of your family was able to come see your graduation?
No. Yeah.
What was that a little disheartening, sad?
Yeah, it was definitely like I didn't think about it a lot up until I went there and I saw everybody's family was there, and I was
Yeah.
like, it sucks.
Yeah. Was graduation emotional, or were you like finally like just kind of done with it?
I was, I think, a lot like really happy, but before graduation, it was a tiny bit emotional because it's been such a journey for me.
Yeah.
I have done like I've seen a lot in these past 4 years, and I've changed completely from what I used to be.
Oh,
There's
you've
a
changed.
lot, yeah, like out of growth, like good, positive growth.
Yeah, I'm sure. But so how you've changed? Like you've become more mature. You've become more.
Yeah, I think I've become more mature, more understanding. Also, like I know more now, and I'm more humble.
Oh, you're more humble. So you used to be very prideful.
No,
or-
not prideful, but I used to be like, oh my God, like I was so in the zone of like being here and like finally being here and like just so not, I don't know, like I just forgot like I have to be grounded and like like
Yeah.
not be super happy and like just carried away.
Oh, so you were just thinking like you were letting your mind run wherever.
Yeah, like just like having fun. Oh my God, I'm here. Like I need to have fun and all that. And now I'm like, no, we have like things that I need to like take
Yeah.
seriously.
I hope you're still having fun though. And
Yeah,
still,
I am. I mean, now I have a good group of friends, and
Yeah.
I love them, and
Friends at Eastern.
yeah.
You think you might stay with them for a while for the foreseeable future, or are you guys kind of separating paths, or?
No, I think as much as we can, we want to stay together.
Got you.
Yeah, because that's literally like for us, that's because they're international students too. So it's like for us, like our only community here, or like I don't know, like our own community, like our own family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know. It sounds like a lot. I will say. I mean, I was born and raised here in Michigan, so I don't have that same experience. So for me, looking at your path in life,
Yeah.
it sounds like a lot, But I mean, you still seem to have a lot of hope. I think, right?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, and I think I should.
Yeah, you should definitely.
Yeah, I definitely want to do a lot more. You were talking about bucket list. Like I
Yeah.
want to have my own business someday. I want to like grow in fashion. I want to like give back to the community. That's like my ultimate goal is to like create something that's like for the community.
Yeah. Now, speaking of business, is that something really down the road, or is that something like you want to accomplish in the short term, midterm,
That's like within my 5-year plan.
5-year plan?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Sounds like it'll be stressful though.
Yeah, it will be.
Do you know anyone that can help you with that, or is this something that you're gonna have to go on your own?
I'll have to like figure it out from the ground up.
From the ground up?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. But we'll see like how things go. But I think I want to start something back home first, and then if I can,
Oh, so you want to start back home?
Yeah, like I want to give my ideas, and like because my friends are already there, like they know like the people, and like we know the like place, you know. So,
Yeah. So why not go back home
yeah, because
with your friends?
that's the easier way for me now than to like start everything from here and not knowing anything. Start something here and bring it over here. Start something there and like bring it over here.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. That sounds awesome for sure. So when are you planning on going back home then?
So I still have to like figure out like because I'm like talking to a few companies and all of that. After I know like I have a job or like I secure like something, I think that's when like I wanna go back for a little bit and then come back again.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. And your family probably already misses you a lot.
Oh yeah, my mom. She yeah.
Mhm.
She cannot wait anymore. That's what she's saying.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot for sure. But that's cool that, after all these years, you guys still, kept in touch, and
Yeah.
hopefully everything's good between you two, and
Yeah.
good,
Yeah.
good.
And she just misses me way too much, and then I'm like, Mom, you gotta stop being so emotional, because like I'm trying to figure it out here.
Yeah, definitely. But I mean, sure, you can understand, right?
Right.
Yeah. Here, let me check my notes just to see if I've. So, just to probably, how do you say it, wrap it up? I would say, unless you feel like there's some stuff that you would like to.
No, I think we talked about a lot of things, and yeah.
Good. Okay, so then I guess my final question then, or final thoughts. What are some of your inspirations?
My inspiration is definitely like I think my parents, because they just have done so much in life. Like they're such nice people, so humble, and they always like want to do more for people. And I love fashion, so that's what I want to do. Create something in this industry that I can give back to the community. My fashion inspiration is Mr. Prabal Gurung.
Mr. What now?
Prabal Gurung.
Prabal Gurung?
Prabal. Yeah, Gurung. He's like a Nepali American designer.
Okay, got you.
He's great. He's doing amazing. He's literally like doing the Met Galas. He's getting so popular.
Oh, the Met Gala, yeah.
Yeah, and he came from like the same place that I came from. So I'm like, if he can make it, I can probably make it too.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so you're inspired by people from your own country.
Yes.
Just keep going. That's amazing. Yeah. Okay, Rashmi Rai.
Yeah.
It was definitely a pleasure talking to you today. Thank you for taking your time to discuss, your life with us, your career. Any advice that you would have to other international students? Just because I think you have a very inspiring story.
Oh, to others, I would just like to say that enjoy your time, like as much as you can, because 4 years can go by like so quickly.
Is that how it felt? It was just.
Yeah, it
Wow.
was just like this.
Yeah.
Make new friends, like be nice to each other, like really be nice to each other, and just your community will always be there for you, so don't be afraid to ask for help.
Yeah. Would you highly recommend joining the ISA, International Student Association?
Yeah, I think if they have the opportunity, definitely join it at least once.
At least once.
Yeah, because that's where you get to like know a lot about your own people and also connect.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think anyone who's feeling outsider, in college should definitely try and join a club or organization that, gets them connected. And I
Exactly.
see that it's done a lot for you. I think
Yeah.
from the way you
No,
say it.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, joining clubs is what have helped me a lot, or like even like make friends or getting to know people.
Yeah, and I think your story is going to serve to inspire a lot of people to keep going through college, I think, and pursue their goals and dreams. Fashion, I think, is something that's very, from what it sounds like, cutthroat, I guess, or very difficult.
That's true. Yeah, it's not easy to, find your way around, or even like find like a job essentially for now, like
Yeah.
easily in fashion.
Yeah.
But you gotta keep believing in yourself and like keep going.
Yeah, fashion and other industries too, for sure.
Yeah.
I think in general, it's very tough nowadays for people to find a place that they can call home or like a
Right.
career that they can call like their life, But, once again, I think that stories like yours, as a student at Eastern, are definitely going to help people appreciate what they have going forward. So I'd like to thank you for your time, Rashmi Rai. Any last words?
No, thank you so much for having me here. It was definitely so nice talking to you. I totally forgot. Like I just kept talking. I felt like I don't even know if I gave you a chance to like talk a lot.
Oh no, that's fine. This is all about you. This was all about you and what you stories that you have to inspire the rest of us. And
Thank you so much. You guys are very kind and nice here, and I hope to see you guys soon.
yeah, definitely. And we'll be looking forward to your designs at the Met Gala in 2034 or something.
Oh yeah, let's manifest that.
Yeah, definitely. I'm your host, Jay Manea from the Eastern Echo podcast, the summer edition, and it's been a pleasure. I will see Rashmi Rai and the rest of you some other day.